Welcome back, guys. I'm not going to do a video on Boyle, but I'm also just going to do a video on QQQ today. Since we already know what's going on with that, I just want to keep that separate. But let me take a second to get you guys to remember to like, subscribe. If you like the channel, if you like the content, if you're making some money, then just smash that like button for me. Thank you. And with that being said, let's get into the TA here. So, I left this chart undone because this is our yesterday's chart because I wanted to show you that we had, or like how this stuff works, but we had charted out the Elliott wave over here, which is a smaller subwave of a larger wave in QQQ, which we're not going to look at. But you finished your wave A, you finished your wave B, you finished your wave D, and you fell all the way down here and finished E, which I sort of am counting this upper channel like the E wave finished over there when you hit the trend line, and then it double hit the trend line there, but that was the FUD from the UK bank news. But we moved our fork over. It was still like right in line with our fork. I think I moved the fork over earlier, so I did a little bit on this chart to get it ready. But we are gonna finish it up with you here, and we busted through the upper trend line that we had on there yesterday, which we said it was gonna peak like right there and then fall, and we were right about that. We fell, but it wasn't the end of the wave because we never actually hit that trend line, and we had to hit the trend line in order to complete the Elliott wave up, and we didn't do that. So maybe we'll move the Elliott wave in a minute, but we need to see where we're going from here. So we had an impulse up. It's the last thing that's going on, so it could hinge down in the morning because we've passed this trend line, and it may, I don't really want to move this trend line really just yet up to there on the peaks, because what it could do is it could come up, bounce, come back down, retest the upper trend line here, and then make it support. So we're looking for support around where we were supposed to end before. So if we come down, bounce off this trend line, and then we move higher. So I'm just going to leave that trend line there. And we are floating up into resistance at B wave, resistance here. So we're looking at this wave hasn't finished, so we might close that gap in the morning, or we're going to see the gap down in the morning because it was a good day. They're just going to sell it anyways, expecting the crash to come. So we could gap down, hit this trend line, and then bounce even higher. So we're going to have this skull right around here. Right around like right here. I'm going to do the skull. We have this skull up here somewhere, and we're looking to close that gap. So that's we did fall off out of this wedge, so this is weird because it's broken this pitchfork. So if you come up here and just put this here, put this here, put this here, turn this around, put this here. Let's see, like, you could probably see that coming up. So this is something that I wanted to do, is change and try to do the pitchfork in the bearish manner instead of just using it in the bullish manner, because I don't want you guys to think that, oh, I'm always bullish and I don't think that the price is ever going to come down. I keep telling you to go buy this and be bullish on this, and it doesn't ever do that. So no, I am bearish. I like my whole, when I started making more money than losing money, I was bearish, okay, and now I'm bullish on Boyle and I'm losing money when I could have I should have been bearish on oil and or on gas, and I would have been making money. So, I mean, bears make more money. So, I'm just gonna tell you right now, you're gonna make money every time they pump this stuff up. You're gonna make money every time being a bear. Okay. So we're looking to come down off of this since we passed this trend line before. We rejected right there. So I mean, you could assume that in the morning we get the immediate rejection and closing the gap just like we did last March 6th. So at that peak, so we could gap down to, you could gap down to right here, maybe 22.74, gap down all the way to the low 22.09. But if you follow the trend line down, which is probably what's going to do, is come straight down, come back, hit this trend line, like sit on this trend line in the morning, maybe fall down into this wedge right here, and then come down onto that wedge right there, and then pop for another rally up higher to close the gap at B. And if the Fed doesn't do rate hikes, you're talking about closing the gap over here to 24.35, going to $25 and maybe 26, and pushing up, and then coming all the way back down and reforming a lower channel like what you've seen on here since the highs back in February 2nd, when all the signals called the top. We went bearish and we were making money, and then we stopped making money when we went on bullish to oil. So I'm telling you, you do make more money being a bear. Okay? But since this impulse wave up should be an Elliott, so maybe we should track an Elliott from here. So if we were like, you can see what's going on here. We're going to move this Elliott wave up here. So you're looking at 0, maybe A, yeah, AB. Do the trend line, follow the trend line, okay? AB, C. This could be C here, because we didn't hit the trend line again, and then D, and then E. So we finished one Elliott wave, and that's Elliott wave, okay? So then you would be on impulse A here, and if you come back and you look at impulse A over here, and we got the reversal, A, B, C, D, E, D. We'll be going in like fives. So yeah, I mean, you could see that if we get an A wave down from here and do a whole nother Elliott wave. Otherwise, you need it. If this retracement here was subwave B, C could be higher. So you could say come up here. Come on here. Come up here. Yeah, we tag the short-term trend line. using this ABCD patterns, but let's get the Elliott impulse wave here. That's what we need. Okay. Let's go in here. Okay. I see you. Okay, let's go down to 0 here. And then we'll get our Elliott wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See that? We completed a sub-Elliott wave here. Which means that you could probably fall down. You could do this, where we're at B here, or D, where we go A, B, C, D, E, and then you fall. So there you go. Where you're over here, you're at C here, A, B, C, D, E, which sometimes you're not going to get. Sometimes you might not get. We got A, B, C, D, E, and then a large E. That one wasn't very good, but you're looking at here. A, B, C, D, E. And then it works the same way going down. A, B, C, D, E. And then you see you're on your way back up. So you guys, you can't make this stuff up. It writes itself out for you. So we're probably at the top here, and they're going to short us again tomorrow, and we're going down for the real ride tomorrow. Okay? So and that's a little bit scary, because if we look at our boil chart now, that is not good. Not the good. So, what's the chart? So, let's look at oil here. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. Yeah. Ish. So, I mean, we could, yeah. We got problems here. We got issues to deal with. So let's go down to the 30-minute here. Let's get a little more. A, B, C, D, E. Okay, it's on like maybe like 5 or 6 waves here. So I mean, what I'm trying to do is come over here and get this. Let's get an impulse wave here. Elliott double combo wave. Could be an Elliott double combo. I don't trade Elliott. So. Alright, let's go. Let's finish this wave off here in some fake ass crap. You're talking trying. It's not going to be hard to bust out of this wedge, but you might have bears coming down here like this tomorrow. Like literally busting your chops like this tomorrow. Yeah, I can't even zoom in on that. How do you move this down? What the heck? It's not fair. Okay, so what I'm saying is that, yeah, I mean, maybe there's room on get a larger impulse here, pull something like that, come across here, get a flat, make you think we're going up, but we're not. And then we finish our wave 5 with this down here. And that puts us at right into the pocket at 2,300 hours at basically 4 o'clock tomorrow at the close. Oh, Friday at the close, at the low. March 23rd at literally 4 o'clock. You can't make this stuff up. At about 4 or 5 o'clock, straight up. Alright, I'm done. That's the price prediction. We're going to leave that chart on there. We're looking at our progressions up there, but we're going to leave this here because I'm showing you the bearish condition here, where I think that we're bulls over here, but bulls could be down right here, and that's where you're going to get your pop, and then we're going up like wildfire from there. And then we're going up to all-time highs. Not all-time highs on oil, but we're going to go up like 80%. Alright guys, have a good night. Thanks for watching.